Hello, Breakfast Club. Sister Danger here. I have been so busy. I was sick for the entire week surrounding St. Patrick's Day weekend, and I probably will cough during this video because it is still lingering and has not completely gone away. So, but I have my festival coming up at the end of June, which I am just busy bee with, and then I decided, because I am really quite irritated with basically what seems to be censorship, blatant censorship everywhere, Facebook, Google, YouTube, all the places, I don't know. I just decided I would branch out to Twitch and really actually set up my Twitch channel in addition to my YouTube channel. I'm not leaving YouTube or anything to that effect, but I've started posting my audio books on Twitch and my daily card readings on Twitch, and so I'm learning that platform a little bit, and that has taken up a lot of my time. And then also I've been traveling a little bit, so I've managed to see strange art houses and outdoor sculptures, 2 castles, all of that in the last couple of weeks. Today I had this topic I was going to talk about, some various thoughts on the cause or causes of the mass shootings that seem to be quite prevalent. I'm a huge Second Amendment person. I am okay with people having guns. We do have, compared to other countries, a significant amount more of mass shootings here than even other countries with guns. So that was what I wanted to talk about, but it's not what I'm going to talk about because I have decided I have a little bit of a rant today that and I also have Taco Tuesday in a few hours, and I need to make it Taco Tuesday, and I'm sure you all completely understand where I'm coming from on this. So, I posted a post today on my Facebook saying how I hate the word mansplaining. I do. I really despise this word. I only ever see this word used in condescension, as an insult. I see it used to shut down conversation in the same way that people throw out, "Oh, that's your privilege," or, you know, "Is that a racist remark?" It is used in the exact same way. I just really hate the word. If a guy explains something, it's mansplaining by default. So then you get into all of these nuances about this word, about whether or not, you know, he's talking down to somebody condescendingly. What does that even mean, right? What if, I mean, I am an exceedingly direct person when I speak to people. I tend to, I must go out of my way consciously to have white kid gloves on and make my speech sound welcoming and not offensive to people. Even though I don't think I'm being offensive, I perceive myself as just getting to the point so that, you know, I can get on with things, or we can get on with things if it's something that a group is doing. Just cut all the BS and answer the questions, address the issue, and move along, and nothing is taken personally. However, I've learned over time that people perceive that as being cold, or being condescending, being all kinds of different things. And it's both men and women that have these perceptions. So it's not just men perceiving me as that way because I'm not. Actually, I would venture to say that it's usually women who perceive me as, you know, particularly grating or abrasive. Abrasive is a word that I get a lot, so I'll use that one. So when I think of the word mansplaining, I think to myself, well, by whose opinion is something condescending? And let us just go here for a minute and say that it was. Let's say that somebody was being condescending, that any outside observer would have seen that situation and gone, yeah, that guy was kind of being a dick, right? Okay. So let's err on the side that that's the fact. What difference does it make? Right? I, plenty of times in life, have had women and men both explain things to me that I know plenty about, or tell me things that I already know. I also know that they don't know what I know or don't know. They don't necessarily know why I've taken the actions that I took. And perhaps they're simply trying to correct a situation. Perhaps they're simply trying to help. Maybe they're, a burp. Maybe they're annoyed while they're trying to help. I get annoyed trying to help people sometimes too, right? But ultimately, let's say that I was completely condescended. Who cares? Why is your own opinion of yourself, let's say somebody tells you something you already know. So what? Great, now you've been told something you already know. Move on to the next step. Why does somebody's own self-worth or own opinions of how they view themselves, why is that dependent on whether or not a person was speaking to you condescendingly? If you're a person who is going to claim that you're empowered and independent or whatever, who cares if somebody tells you something you don't know? Who cares if they're a dick to you when they're telling it to you? Let them be. So what? What does it really do to you? How does it affect you? I don't know. It doesn't really, other than in whatever way you let it affect you, right? So this is, but as long as I'm griping about word choices here, so mansplaining is kind of a liberal, I sort of associate it with the more blue liberal side of the spectrum, a word that I just really despise. And let me tell you, the number of people that explained to me what mansplaining means on the thread, no small irony. So anyway, there is another thing that I also, speaking of words I dislike on the more conservative side of things, the word cuck. I despise this word. It is used as a derogatory, name-calling, just an insult cast at men specifically, and usually by other men. It drives me insane, because the idea of this word is that if you let your woman sleep with another man, you're a cuck. Let's go over that sentence again one more time. If you let your woman, and I don't think I have to go any more beyond that, your woman isn't yours. You don't own her. It's not a possession. And you're not letting her do anything, regardless of whether or not you have given your approval to somebody, male or female. People can decide, you know what? I don't give a crap about whether or not you want me or don't want me to do something. I shall go and do it anyway. If that's what they want to do, they can make the decision regardless of whether or not you let them. It drives me nuts. It especially drives me nuts that there is some sort of embedded ego in letting your woman sleep with another guy. I've got news for you. It is far easier as a human being to be a petty, bitter, jealous, angry person than it is to be a person with so much self-confidence that such an action doesn't raise jealousy. You are so secure in who you are that you're not worried about it. That is a far stronger person than anybody who gets bent out of shape because somebody had sex with another person, as if you actually believe about yourself that you are and or have the ability to be, for the rest of a lifetime, all the things. Perfect in all of your sexuality and all of your performance, and that one magical M&M that nobody will ever want to taste anything other than your magical one M&M again for the rest of their entire life again. It's absolutely stunning to me. So I really despise that word. I mean, in the same way that, you know, it's easier to get angry. It's easier to explode. It's easier to yell than it is to have enough self-control to not raise your voice to another person, to not use pejorative, to not swear at them. Those things are all more difficult than screaming at somebody when you're mad or stomping out of a room. They take discipline and self-control, just like not being jealous or not basing your self-worth on who your partner is sleeping with takes an immense amount of confidence, of just knowing yourself and being completely comfortable with who you are. So there it is. I hate the word mansplaining. I hate the word cuck. Hate. Okay, that might be a little bit strong of a word. I mean, they're just really, really annoying, and, well, I guess both of them are kind of flags of ignorance to me, both of them flag to me kind of a smaller mindset that just can't fathom certain concepts. So, Anyway, that's my video for today. I am glad I made it back, and it's nice to talk to you guys. Please let me know your thoughts and comments in the comments section below, and I will hopefully see you all next week. I'm off to Taco Tuesday.